Hello, I'm Debbie from Create Pretty Things. Remember yesterday that we made a shirt? We inked a beautiful design on this shirt, kind of defending ourselves for being bossy. So it says not bossy, aggressively helpful. So we did the first process of inking, but in order to make this permanent, we need to heat set the ink into the fabric. So we're going to do that today. The reason we waited a day in between is because it needs about a day to set and to thoroughly dry. You could dry this with a heat tool to speed up the process, but sometimes I feel like it works in our favor just to go ahead and wait for the 24 hours, at least overnight. So remember, I put this sticky ink mat inside the shirt to protect the ink from bleeding through. I'm going to go ahead and peel that off. And if I have any ink on the surface, I would wipe it off with a Clorox wipe, but I don't have any that I can see. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and put the protective sheet back on, make sure that my label, I can read the label, and put this on the ink mat to protect it from all the fuzzies flying around your house because we want to keep it sticky. Now I'm going to go ahead and lay out my shirt nice and neat. And I'm going to put my heat mat inside. So this one is a Cricut heat mat. So I put it inside the shirt, and that's just kind of to protect your surface from the heat. It also gives it some cushion, lays it out kind of straight for you. And I always kind of like to make sure they're straight when I'm heat pressing or doing anything, just because my eyes like it better. So. Okay, so I've got my Cricut Easy Press heating to 305 degrees, and I'm going to heat press this for 30 seconds. If you don't have a Cricut Easy Press, you can use your iron. It's going to take a little longer. It's going to take about 4 minutes. You're not going to want any steam in it, but do a regular, a pretty hot temperature or maybe a warm temperature. You don't want to burn it at all, but you can use the iron. It's just going to take you longer. Now I have one piece of parchment paper, and I'm going to put it over my design to protect the design and to protect my heat press. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and put my heat press, on top of this, set my timer for 30 seconds, and I'm going to let it sit for 30 seconds. We may have to repeat this. I'm probably going to repeat it as I move it up, but you want a good 30 seconds at 305 degrees. There's different temperatures you might want to look into depending on what your shirt is made out of. This one is 100% cotton. I don't like to go too hot because I don't want it to scorch. So if it needs more, then I can always repeat the process. There's my 305 for 30 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and start it again. I moved it up. And we're just going to make sure that that's getting what it should be getting, if it's sinking into the fabric. Now lately when I've been heat pressing these designs, when I peel up the parchment paper, it does have a little bit of ink on it, which may not be optimal, but it could be. I like it to be thick. I like it to be dry, and I like it to be thick because I want the thick ink look on it. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and kind of move this around for another 30 seconds. Just move it around just to make sure it's good and heat set. And then when this is done, we're going to go ahead and turn it inside out, and we'll do it again. That was my last sheet of parchment paper, so I'll have to get some more. Did you guys know that you can buy this parchment paper at Dollar Tree? I think it's a pretty good deal, but then sometimes I do like to get it at the big stores like Costco or Sam's Club because you get so much more in the roll. So it just depends on what you feel is a better buy. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and peel this off, and notice that it is kind of pulling off some of the paste. And I think it's just because I've been putting on thick layers of paste lately. But it looks beautiful, guys. So I am going to throw this away. I wouldn't reuse it because of the ink on the inside. So this is what it looks like at this point in time. Look at that. Isn't that nice? I like the color combination. Maybe not everybody will, but I do. I'm going to flip it inside out, and I'm going to go ahead and press the back side of that design. Same thing, 30 seconds. and I can kind of see through this so I can see where the design is. About 30 seconds on each section. Here we go, 305. And you don't have to move it around. Now, if you're using an iron, you do need to move it around. This one just seems to, it's an expensive investment, but I think it's well worth it. I use this for everything. And I also have the mini. I love the mini for some of my little things. What are you guys up to today? Monday. Have you guys thought about what you want to accomplish this week? What your goals are? I like Mondays. I think it's a great day to get started over again and kind of set your priorities for the week. So I enjoy Mondays. I really do. Have you guys started watching any new series on TV lately? I'm kind of looking for a new one. I started watching one today. I don't know what it's really called, but it was kind of really interesting. It has some scary monsters type deals in it, like medieval type stuff. And I don't even know the name of it, but I'm not sure I'm gonna stick with it or not. Just wondering if you guys have watched anything new. Okay, if you guys see this design, it is now permanent. I can throw this in the washer and the dryer and it will not come off, it won't peel. It's not like your vinyl designs where they could dry up and crack or come off. It's just a really, really nice design that doesn't add much weight to this at all. It's just like embedded into the fabric, and so it doesn't feel heavy. You know, sometimes when you put on a vinyl shirt, it feels a little heavier and thicker. This doesn't. So this is just perfect for creating shirts. It's so quick and easy, and I love it. Do you guys love it? Okay, I think this is all for this one. It was a real quick one just to show you how to heat press, and hopefully you'll try it with ink. I think it's a great way to create shirts and to also decorate signs. If you want a sign that could be fabric, you could probably use paste or ink, but the ink is going to be permanent and it has to be heat set to be permanent. So this is it for today. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to message me. If you're interested in knowing about our Club Couture, which is our DIY subscription box, comment the word club, check your messenger for a link to the information, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.